Hey guys, John here. So, just want to show you a quick review of the branding guidelines, perhaps, of the business that I mentioned in the last video, the one that I'm trying to build right now. So, I want to bring you into the journey of me figuring things out since I am bootstrapping almost everything in this business. Kasi again, as I mentioned, hindi naman tayo anak mayaman. So, hindi lahat ng resources meron tayo. That's why we are trying to do things twice. First in the head and then in actual reality. Because we have to make sure that things are measured twice and cut once, right? This is the code branding guidelines version 1.0, created in July 2022. So yeah, basically the idea for this is to create a branding book for this brand. So if you're reading this, chances are you are on the same journey as us, turning passions to a sustainable future. So this is to give you an insight of what the brand is all about. Be open-minded and get ready to unveil what code is all about. This will be fun. So I divided it into 4 segments. This is inspired by the Asana branding book, by the way, if you are familiar with Asana. So this is totally inspired by that. So our story, our logo, brand elements, and brand motifs. So let's start with the story. So let's start with the founder first. So, di ba, ang cute ko sa picture. This is me and my partner, Lauren. So, we are the ones who are bootstrapping or spearheading this venture. And hopefully, by God's grace, we will be able to actually make it happen. And we're trying to do the simple steps or the baby steps to make it happen. So, yeah, we're here now. So, let's start with the name. So, I named the business Code. It means Community of Design Enthusiasts. So, it's an abbreviation for that because we are envisioning a place where people with similar minds or similar mindset could gather and encourage, inspire, and motivate each other to reach their full potential. So we decided to build a co-working space or study hub where mentee and mentor can find each other, or we can inspire each other by each other's work, or we can find the right person to do the right job for what we currently need. Something that are or people that are motivated in doing what they love to do. So our mission statement is again to foster a community, creativity, and productivity by providing a place to work close to home but not inside home. So again, let's talk about the brand attributes. What comes in our mind when we try to define the business as if it is a separate entity or it is a different person, right? If code is a person, how would you describe them, right? So this will make the branding cohesive in all the things that we try to do, especially in messaging, in doing images, in doing designs for the brand in totality in the near future. So the first word that comes to mind is we are altruistic, which means we aim to use our strengths, our God-given strengths, for the greater good. So making the world a better place. It sounds huge, sounds big, but that is what we are trying to do. Personally, that's what I'm trying to do because we are looking into building a community. The next 2 attributes is being creative and insightful. Those were self-explanatory. The other one is being principled and being passionate. Then we go to the logo. The logo is one that my partner Lauren found or saw in her dreams. We think of it as a divine message because she prayed about the business idea that I proposed to her. So should we go for it, or should we wait, or should we are asking for guidance as to the business idea that I'm thinking. And then in her dream, she saw this symbol as clear as day. And then we try to make sense out of it. What does it mean? What is it trying to say? So upon looking it up, we stumbled upon a definition that it is read as GOJ or QOJ. And then digging deeper, we found out that it is an Azerbaijani term, which means let it be or go. So that sounds cool. That sounds a story. It creates a background story of how the logo was created. It's something that come out of a dream. So I actually digitized the idea. So I kind of rearranged things so it looks like this. I used the icon grid, as you can see on the left for the icon, and then I kind of use certain aspects of the sizing for the spacing. So we like it. So hope you like it too. I've been designing logos for the past couple of years now. I have different clients for logo design. So what I usually do in working with logo is I created the primary logo on every variations that there has to be. So the first variations that you should have a variation for if the logo is presented horizontally, and then if the logo is presented vertically, if the logo is presented with tagline, if the logo is presented with certain colors that the client chose. So this is so the logo could be versatile in every situation that it has to be placed. First one is this one, the primary logo presented in horizontal. This is the main logo that we will be mostly using. And this is the color variations of it. Wait, let me move myself a bit here. There we go. Yeah, we have 4 variations in 4 colors of what the logo would look like in plain white and black, and if it is reversed on black paper and white, and what if it is the colors were changed, or if it's grayscale. So you get the glimpse of how the logo would adapt on different situations. The second one is when the logo is presented vertically. So the icon is on top and the name at the bottom. So in some documents, it is required for you to add the nature of your business or what kind of business are you doing, especially when you are doing or registering DTI. So yun nga, so code, co-working space, and study hub, it's required. So this is the logo that we will be using for that. Or especially with the signages, with the things that we have to show outside the store, this is what we'll be using. And this is the logo if it is presented on vertically. Right? So again, logo up top, name, and then the nature of the business. So this is for the iconography. So trying to look at the icon on different colors. And then an iconography, when you try to look at the icon, if it is small or if it is big. Because one of the attributes of having a logo is the logo has to be distinguishable. Whether it is presented on a small piece of paper, if it is on a fab icon at the top of the browser, or if it is as big as tarpaulins, right? Or those posters you see outside the buildings. But it has to be distinguishable. So here, as you can see, the icon for the scale. So that is the logo. Hope you like it. If you need any logo requirements, you can message me and I'll try to help you out as much as I can. So let's talk about brand elements. So when it comes to brand elements, we talk about the colors, the fonts that being used. So the logo and the brand itself could be cohesive, right? It has this continuity within all of the things or all of the touch points that the client will have with your brand. So the first one is we have to talk about the color psychology. What is that you want to share with the users or with your clients? How do you want them to feel whenever they see your brand? So in color psychology, yellow is associated with intellect and logic. So it has the ability to improve analytical thinking. That is why I chose that color, because as you may know, code means a community of design enthusiasts. So we are constantly thinking, we are constantly creating something in our head. So that's why I want the color yellow to help us with that thinking aspect. So yellow also fosters positive way of thinking, as well as thirst for knowledge, creativeness, mental aspects, new ways of thinking, acting, new day, sunshine, right? Happiness, positivity, all of those stuffs are related to the color yellow, or associated with the color yellow. And then here I presented the logo colors in hex, RGB, and CMYK. So the printers or the designers actually know the exact colors that we use for the logo. So it will be cohesive all throughout the brands and the design that we will be doing in the future. The next one is color palette. Color palette are supporting colors if you are doing some backgrounds, or you are doing some call to action buttons that you want to contrast with the color yellow. So these are the ones that could work, or I think could work with the brand. No more explanation with that. Let's talk about typography. What is the font family that I use for the brand itself? So here I use Inter. So not exit. You could always Inter. Inter is a UI typeface, specially designed for user interfaces, with a focus on high legibility of small to medium-sized text on computer screen. Since design and digital are usually correlated with each other, I use this font so that it will be consistent whether it is on print or it is on screen. So the font is actually very versatile. You can use it in any way you want. We have the thin, the extra light, the light, the regular, the medium, semi-bold, bold, extra bold, and black. So you can create a lot of contrast within your message using a single font. Yeah, those are the brand elements. And let's go to the brand motifs. So this is still a work in progress as we try to figure things out. The building or the store isn't even built out. So this is how we envision it to be. So it's about clean and industrial, like presenting a person with a tabula rasa. It's not trying to influence the thinking, but actually to let the user or the clients venture into their own imagination, right? Because it is not, because everything's so blank, you have to think of what to put onto it, instead of everything is so populated that you are distracted with everything, right? So that's why we wanted to go with raw, being industrial in our sense, so that we could encourage creativity or analytical thinking. So yeah, that's about it for the brand. It's something that I have crafted so that it would guide me or anyone who will be working with the brand into how we can present the brand from the start, and as we go working on the brand or the business itself. So yun, salamat po. And if you reach this part of the video, sobrang thank you. Let's do great things together, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!